Welcome back. If you are online, please let me know. Okay. Oh, I think we'll bring the chair up a little closer. Welcome back to yoga. It is restorative yoga time for the Cancer Support Center. I appreciate it if you let me know that you're watching today, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to put those in the suggestion box, if not for today, for next week. We're going to start today. I'm sitting in a chair, but you can easily be seated on the floor. I just moved up closer so that I could do this demo with the breath that I've been using. This little breath ball is what I call it. So we'll start out with some long, slow breaths. Take a long breath in. Feel the side of your ribs expanding. Sustain the breath in your body. Close your eyes and exhale, emptying the breath long, slow, even, and soft. Again, take a long breath in. Sustain the breath. Exhale. Try this by putting your hands on the side of your rib cage. We've done this in the past. Just as a reminder, if you struggle to get your arms to the side of your body, an alternative is to just place your fingertips on the side of your ribs, crossing your arms this way, but keeping the arms out away from the body so that you're just touching the edge of the ribs and you can feel the expansion of the ribs. So on the inhale, take a long breath in. Feel the ribs moving out to the side. As you exhale, see the ribs and feel your ribs moving in toward your spine. Fully empty your breath. Begin the next inhale. And empty the breath. Another one, continue. You can keep your hands on the side of your ribs. Take a long, full breath. And empty. Good. We just had a big storm move through and I lost power for a moment. So if that happens again and the room looks like it's a little different, that would be why. Hopefully we'll have the lights and power for the rest of the class, but just in case, watch for any changes. I hope you're safe wherever you are. I'm glad you came back today. We're going to do another type of breath, and we're going to do this breath, an upbeat breath. So this breath is called skull shining, and the intention of it is to release toxins, particularly directly from the lungs, which is really important during this time to keep your lungs extra healthy. So if you have asthma, this helps to also improve your lung capacity. So there's many benefits to this type of breathing. It is called skull shining because sometimes people feel a little warmth in the front of their forehead. Doesn't always happen, and sometimes people will feel a little bit of a pain or discomfort, not pain. Sort of like a little pinch. If you have ever ran and felt like you were going too fast, that's the kind of feeling you may experience. If it does happen, rather than stopping, I encourage you to count to 10 with your breath and see if it passes. If it doesn't, ease off, of course. But let's do this breath, and to demonstrate, in through the nose and a forceful out through the mouth. Try this. We're going to do 30 breaths. So do your best to stay up. Then afterwards, we're going to do a little fold to release the blood. It's going to come up through the spine and into your brain. If you start to feel a little dizzy, that's normal. Otherwise, if you are in your house and you have a pillow or a blanket that you want to put in your lap for helping you fold a little further forward, feel free to grab that right now. Okay? So again, if you're on a chair, I want you to sit forward on the chair. If you're on the floor and you feel yourself rolled back, place your hands behind you and just lean forward. You could even sit back on your elbows on the floor if that's easier for you. The key is, again, to keep the space between the ribs and the hips long and open. This is where your diaphragm is. So when you're slouching, it closes off the capacity for the diaphragm to do its job. It also wrinkles up your intestines, and so this wrinkling will only lead to digestive issues. So what we're going to do is tall body, keep the space open between the ribs and the hips. Okay? If you need to stop, just let yourself lean forward. Otherwise, we're going to go for another 10 breaths if you can. Now, this is our warm-up breath. So bring your arms up, long, slow inhale. Stretch your arms up into the sky, lengthen the whole length of your spine. Take another breath in, point your chin out toward the middle of the room or out towards your toes, and release, leaning forward. Soften your shoulders and let your head hang between your legs. So when I bring my head forward, with your eyes closed, relax and soften your jaw and soften your forehead. Keep your teeth parted. And we're going to take 3 to 5 breaths this way. So just empty everything over your legs. Again, you have a pillow propping you. To come out, I'm going to draw my abdomen in and press my spine toward the back of the chair or the back of the room and roll up through the body. Good. Already you may feel quite different, and that's the benefit of that type of breathing. So the breath work that we were just doing, again, is called skull shining. It's called Bastrika in the Sanskrit word. But if you just put skull shining in and do a Google search on the benefits after this class is over, you will see many, many benefits to doing this type of breath, particularly if you're feeling a lot of anxiousness and anxiety. So let's start with a little bit of mobility for the joints. Again, if you're on the floor, just extend your legs. I'm going to sit back a little bit. If you're in a chair, opposite arm and leg. So roll the ankle and the foot. If you're able to do both, great. But if you need to just do one at a time, that works too. We're going to do about 6 in one direction and then 6 in the other. Good. And now flex and point. Flex and point. Open the fingers, spread out your toes really wide. Roll one more time in both directions. Good. And let's just rub your hands. Get them nice and warm. We've done the facial massage before. We'll do it again. So, hands up the front of your face with a very, very soft touch. Just like you're washing your face. Bring your hands under your chin and let them just relax down into your lap. Now let's go back to the fingers. We're going to do one hand at a time. Taking one hand, I want you to take the finger and pull it back in the opposite direction. So this is my palm and I'm pulling the finger back. And the same with the ring finger. Middle finger. Index finger. Thumb, you're going to take your thumb and you're going to press it in toward your wrist. So pull that thumb in toward the wrist just as much as you can, strengthening the tendon between the thumb and the fingers. This is usually the one that is more tender for people because we use it, maybe you're using it extra with texting and things. This is an important stretch to keep that tendon healthy. If it is feeling uncomfortable, just sustain it for a little longer, easing off and holding it at 70%. And remember to always hold the postures to 70% so that you are not straining your body. We're going to switch to the other hand, so draw the finger back away from the palm. A general rule of thumb, if you're doing anything at other times outside of our class time, it's just to do 2 to 3 breaths minimum. Could do it for longer. Stretching those tendons. And then go to the thumb, pulling it in toward the wrist. And now lace your fingers and rotate your wrist. Lace your fingers and turn them out. Lift your hands into the sky. Part the hands. Exhale. Try to keep your spine long as you empty your breath. Again, lace the fingers. Breathe in. Lift to the sky. Push up through the heel of the hands so you're really making your body nice and tall. Part the hands and exhale. Bring the hands down from the sky toward the earth. One more time. Breathe in, press up into the sky, ease off, exhale. So now we're going to do our spine flexion. Remember the spinal cord breathing is what it's called. If you've done a lot of yoga, you're aware of a poses combination that's called cat and cow. It's a very similar movement. It's the same movement, but this is essentially to stimulate circulation from the spinal cord to the brain. So it's good to keep the nervous system happy. We're going to bring your elbows back like you're squeezing in your shoulder blades tailbones out. Take a breath in and look up. And as you exhale, tuck under, chin to chest, elbows come together in the middle of the body. Breathe in, look up. Both feet are flat on the floor. Big smile on your face. Exhale, tuck under, chin to chest, elbows touch. Breathe in, look up. Squeeze, smile into the sky. And exhale, tuck the chin, elbows together. Empty the breath. Breathe in, big smile, look to the sky. Exhale, tuck the chin, empty the breath. Again, breathe in. Exhale, chin in, elbows together, roll the spine. So the more you tuck in and curl your tailbone under, the more you'll feel that stretch between the vertebrae. Inhale, lift up, squeeze. Shoulder blades, tailbone out. Exhale, tuck under. 2 more, breathe in. Exhale. Last one, breathe in. And exhale. And now bring your hands down to your knees. You can do a variation of this, so let's do 3 rounds just sliding your hands, so you're not holding on to your legs. But we'll do it just to remind you that this is a way that you can get that little back bend in. Lift your chin, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, and exhale. We're going to go to standing now. So I'm going to take my chair, put it to the side, just in this little transition moment. If you have a chair, leave it nearby. So, or maybe you're in your kitchen or someplace where you have a countertop that you can reach onto. And if you're anywhere near the Philadelphia area, you're in the middle of a big storm, so that's what's happening here. Hopefully, lights will stay on. We're going to just do those hip openers, all right? So this is a balance posture as well. But if you have balance issues, keep that chair right there and just swing one arm and leg opposite, all right? What I want you to really focus on is the foundation. I am simply going to put my foot on this chair just for demonstration purposes. You can see what I'm doing with my foot, but I want you to keep yours on the floor and do the same thing. So my foot, I'm going to, I don't know if you can even see this, lift your toes up, spread them out, and then lay them down. This allows you to feel the full surface, the bottom of your foot. If you struggle with balance issues, I encourage you, especially if you're walking around in your slippers a lot, just to keep the toes lifted. Try standing this way for just a moment with me now. So if you just lift the toes, you'll feel the 4 corners of your foot. The inside and outside of the heel, and the inside and outside of the ball of the foot. This enables your body to structurally feel balanced. Opening the toes and laying them down on the floor provides the full surface of the foot. Always put a little gentle bend in your knees so that you're not locking your knees. Lift those ribs up. Give a gentle engagement to your abdomen, and that will help to keep your body still. And remember this, your legs don't have to swing wide. It can be a little gentle. You're just going to go whatever works for you. So the essential goal is that the opposite arm and leg is swinging. Height doesn't matter. You're just doing what works for you. Running into my chair. Think about lifting your body up toward the sky because gravity is always pushing us down. Your goal is to keep the body lifting up. We're going to switch to the other side. So if you need to go to the other side of the chair, that's a fine option. Do mine over here just to demonstrate it the same way. Again, lift your toes up, spread them out, put that little bend in your knees. Tuck under the tailbone, so instead of having your bum out, tuck under. on the chair as you need it to be, and little gentle swings. Like you're on a swing set, nice and free. Good. And now release the leg. Take a breath. Open your feet. From the side, I have a little bend in my knee. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips, and I'm going to imagine that I have a leftover holiday wreath on the floor, or a hula hoop since spring is here now. Big circles with your hips. So trace that hula hoop, whatever the circle image that you would like in your mind, and go in the other direction. And then we're going to repeat this with a variation. So this one, you're using your whole body. Now I want you to just bring your hands to your ribs. This is to remind you that you want to keep your upper body still. So the arms connected to the ribs help remind you not to move your upper body. And now you're just going to rotate from the hips, making circles. Imagining that your hip bones are tracing that hula hoop. If your legs are locked, this is much more difficult. And now reverse. Good. Relax your arms to your side. Bring your feet back in underneath your hips. Take a breath. Let's do a little bit of shaking. This is something that's part of Qigong, but it's important for you, especially if you're sitting and watching a little bit too much TV these days, or you've been on your computer, to get those cells with the circulation moving through it. So lift and let your arms drop. If you're in a chair, there's no excuse because you can do this in a chair. It's just the same. If you're standing, you want to put a little bounce in your legs, like you're shaking a tree. You're trying to get the ripest fruit from the top branch. So give it a good shake. And put some long exhale with it too. So as you exhale, hear your breath. Don't worry how loud you are with your breath. Make a loud sound. Good. And then close your eyes for a moment and just stay still with your knees softly bent. Notice any tingling that you're feeling. If you're feeling that tingling, that's a wonderful thing. It means that the circulation is moving through your body. That's what it is. If you feel a little lightheaded, don't be alarmed. It's the oxygen that's moved up your spinal column into the brain. So there are many benefits. It helps you think clearer, helps you to get rid of some headaches. Okay? Now we're going to go into a forward fold. So if you're using a chair, you could do it one of two ways, with the seat facing you or standing behind the chair, depending on where your level of mobility is. But our goal is that we just let the head hang. If you have vertigo, of course, you're going to look straight ahead. Walk yourself in as close as you can, and then use the chair to help yourself go down a little further. Likewise, if you have a really stable chair, you could use the back, same way. So you're coming down. I want you to keep your chin out, drawing your abdomen just a little bit. Walk down the chair, or if you're able to do this without the chair, just slide your body down. When you come down as far as you can, just let your upper body hang. Now draw your abdomen in and tuck the tailbone under. Push the spine up to the sky and roll all the way up. Use your hands on your legs as you need to. Good. Take a breath. We're going to repeat that again. So feel free to use the chair as your helper. Lift up into the sky. Come up on your toes if you're able. Lower the heels. And as you exhale, grab onto the chair or just slide your hands down the leg the chair, we're going to transition to the floor. If you want to stay in the chair, transition with us. Okay, you're going to walk down or bring your hands out onto the floor. Gently come onto your knees. Sitting back, come all the way to the floor, or sit in the chair if that's better for you. I'll demonstrate both. The first thing you're going to do is bring your legs straight out. So again, forward on the chair. Bring one leg out in front of you. Plant your heel. That will just help you feel a little more stable. So your knee can be bent. For me, I find it's much more comfortable if I'm on the corner of the chair. Otherwise, it feels like it's hitting the back of my thigh, and that's not very comfortable. So find your comfort spot. Lift up, lace the fingers. If you've had surgery, skip this part, just do what you can. Now draw your abdomen in just a little bit. That will help to release your hips. Look down at your toes. Bring your arms over your legs and gently lower your body toward the leg. You're on the floor, same move. Relax your shoulders, empty your arms. Let your head hang. Draw the abdomen in, press the spine back, roll up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time. And switch to the other side. So extending the leg. Lift your arms up, lace the fingers, push high into the sky, fold out. Look down at your toes, that helps to keep your spine long. If you draw your abdomen in a little bit, you'll notice a release in the hips. So once you come down as far as you can, just practice emptying everything. Draw the abdomen in, press the spine back, roll up through your body one vertebrae at a time. Bring your legs in. If you're on the floor, be sitting cross-legged. If you're in a chair, bring your feet together and open your knees to the side. So we're going to do this little hip opener. Your hands can be pressing the knees out. If you're on the floor, bring the heels in as close as you can to your body. And try holding those legs. So once you have your feet where you want them to be, your hands or your elbows could be pressing down on the outer legs to try to open up those hips. So again, just close your eyes wherever you are in the posture and focus on that exhale. Lengthen your spine. If you want to go a little deeper, if you're on the ground, don't do this in the chair. You point the chin and lean your body out. Come out as far as you can, just keeping the eyes closed so you're assessing what you're feeling in your body today. Instead of judging yourself, please get rid of any thoughts and replace it with your breath. Draw the abdomen in and roll the spine back, curl up through the body, one vertebrae at a time. And now bring your legs together. We're going to do a spinal twist. Again, if you're in the chair, sit forward, cross your ankles if you can't cross your legs, and whatever leg is on top, you're going to bring the opposite arm across your body. This is to open new road when it rains, creates a rut. We keep patterns and we habitually stay doing the same thing. The same thing can happen here. So bring your arm behind you and slide it down your back to your tailbone. I'm going to reverse again so you can see what I'm doing with my hand. Just stay where you are in your chair or if you're on the floor. You don't need to move or do anything. But when I bring my hand down, I'm going to find the tailbone as close as you can, and then lengthen the spine with my arm. Whatever leg is on top, the opposite arm crosses. And as I lengthen my body on the inhale, I'm going to twist and look over the shoulder with my exhale. Ease off on the inhale, twist with the exhale. Come back, and again, twist. So if you can't find the back of the tailbone, bring your hand to the chair. That's your options. Twisting on the exhale. Come back to center and align your spine. Switch legs. I'm going to do the next one on the floor. So the other leg's going to come across. You're going to bring the opposite arm. It can be in front of or below and back of the knee. This depends on what your range of motion is. And if you have a large chest, it's probably more comfortable with your hand outside. Other hand will come behind you as close as you can to your body. Lengthen the arm to lift the body up. Take a breath in and twist looking over your shoulder. Ease off, take a breath in. Exhale and twist. Breath in, one more. Long, tall spine on the inhale. Twist with the exhale. Close your eyes if you haven't yet. And just see where you're feeling that twist. Easing off, come back to center. We're going to do a little bit more for the legs today, just to strengthen them in case you haven't been getting out and walking much. If you're on the floor, I'm going to demonstrate here and then I'll go back to the chair so you see both options. So again, my hand's going to be behind me and I'm going to use my fingertips because I want my hands to be like a kickstand and lengthen my spine. And when people put their wrists down, they tend to sink back. So in order to keep you from doing that, just stand up on your fingertips. It also helps to strengthen the tendons in your hands, so there's double benefit. Now I'm going to lift my ribs up. So again, think about the space between the ribs and the hips. And try to lift in one leg so that the ankle is in line with the knee. If you're in a chair, you're just going to extend your legs straight out. We'll be doing this twice, so I'm going to stay on the floor for this round and then I'll transition up to the chair. If you've had knee issues, one thing that you can do to help with that is to take your foot and turn the toe out. So the heel is pointing in and the toe is out. And it will activate this muscle that goes down the thigh and wraps around the knee. So it helps to secure the knees a little bit. So focus on your breath. Keep the spine tall, and if you engage your abdomen, that helps. Lower the leg on the exhale. You can come out of it whenever you need to. Remember that there's no judgment here. You're not being graded. Let's do the other side. Exhale. Foot can be pointed or flexed. We'll feel it more. The back of the leg with the flexed foot. Do it either way. Again, if you want to work on that muscle that wraps around the knee, bring the toe out and the heel in. So it's like a 45-degree bend in the foot. Again, use your hands on the back of the chair or the legs of the chair to keep that body tall. Make sure you're not sinking down, whether you're on the floor or in a chair. Roll the abdomen forward like your belly button is smiling into the middle of the room, right into the camera on your computer. Keep the abdomen drawn in. Rotate the foot and the camera, so go this way. 45 degrees. Bend the knee. Exhale, lower the leg. Take a couple breaths if you need to. Readjust your spine, so keep tall body. Hands on the chair if you need it. Exhale, lift the leg. Put the foot any position that works for you. Pointed, flexed, up, out. Teeth are away from each other. Make sure you're not gritting your teeth. Long, slow breath. Bend the knee and exhale, lower the leg. Good. Take a breath. If you're on the floor and you are able, we're going to be doing a hip opener. So if you know pigeon, that posture is done with the knee bent and your leg behind you. I will demonstrate in a minute. I'm going to show you what to do in the chair while I'm here. Again, position your leg wherever you're able on the other leg. The ankle is going to come up as high as you can get it. Your hands are going to be near the back of the chair to lengthen the body. You're going to point forward and fold out over the leg. If you're on the floor, you can do one of two things. If you have knee issues, you're going to be on your back. You can put the ankle over the leg and then reach under the thigh or on top of the knee to draw the leg in toward your chest. A deeper option for those without knee problems is to slide the leg back and pigeon. So you're here, you can adjust the foot away or close to the hips as much as you need to. Look out toward the end of your mat if you're on one or the other side of the room. Just focus on keeping that chin lifted. Do not roll the head down. It doesn't do anything for the spine, so keep the chin up and fold out. Again, wherever you are, close your eyes and just feel your body releasing with your breath. So it's a long, slow, even, and soft exhale. On your next exhale, let your body go down, and then draw the abdomen in and roll up through your spine. Switch legs. So again, you know what to do if you're in a chair. I'll do this one on my back just to be different. Ankle's going to cross the leg. If you're on the floor, lift the knees in toward the chest. Find what works for you and the range of motion that works with your body. And remember, no one's going to live in your body. So just be patient with it. If you haven't been moving much, that's okay. Put your breath in charge and not your brain, and feel the muscles release with the exhale. Gently ease off, unwind the legs. Take a breath. We're going to do some hip openers. I'll show you how to do this in the chair. I'm on the floor. If you have knee issues or back issues, leave one leg bent. Otherwise, we're going to flex the foot. Bring your arms straight down to your side on the floor. And as you exhale, extend your leg out to the side 90 degrees in line with your hip. Your other leg could be long or it could be bent, depending on what your back have back issues, the knee stays bent. So that's what you're going to be doing if you're on the floor. If you're in the chair, I'm going to come to the side of the chair, so one leg is totally off the chair. And then you're just going to start pressing that leg out to the side. So if I am here, I'm moving the leg out to the side. I'm all the way forward on the chair. You'll feel it opening up here. This is the psoas muscle. If you want to do this standing, you're here, and the leg comes out to the side, and the knee could be bent, or you could have the leg straight out. You can use a strap if you want. If you don't have one, just use a belt or a necktie if there's one around your home. Okay, so those are 3 options of how to do this for your body. And now release out of it, go to the other side. So again, if you're on the chair, you're forward on the chair, you're going to bring that knee out to the side, just sustain that little press. Every time you exhale, press that leg out. If you're on the floor, you've switched, and the other leg has come up and out to the side. Standing. If you're standing, use the chair for balance. Find a strap in your house of some kind. It could be an old electrical cord, something like that will also work. Maybe you have an extension cord. And lower the leg back down. Take a breath. If you're on the floor, bring your knees to your chest. Okay, so on the floor, just bring the knees in. Give yourself a nice big hug. You do the same if you're in a chair, as I'm doing. If that's not possible, just lean forward and wrap around your knees. Otherwise, try to bring the knees in. And release. Take a breath. On the floor, leaving your body flat on the floor, you're going to lift your legs up to the sky and then lower them out 70 degrees. Try one or both. If you're in the chair, again, you're on the side of the chair, so this leg is mobile. Try lifting it up and lowering with the breath. So inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hands can be supporting you. The key again is to keep that spine nice and long. I'm just turning position so you can see what I'm doing. If you're on the floor, you're going to be doing, you're going to do this with the chair and at the same time. So slide, lower, lift up, exhale. Bend the knee in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do the other leg. Breathe in as you lift the foot. Exhale as you lower the heel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, extend the leg out. Remember, if you've done this and you're able, you can do both legs, whether you are in the chair or laying on the floor. Try it with both legs. You want to move back just a little bit in the chair. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you're on the floor, keep going for 3 more. You're in the chair. We're going to do the same thing. Exhale. Exhale. So when the knees lift up, that's when the breath comes in. Last one. Good. Release. I am doing a little bit more of core work today because I think that that's probably an area that we haven't really worked on much since I've been doing this online. And it's a good thing for all of us to be doing a little bit of that, depending on what you're munching on for snacks. So Take a breath. And now, if you're on the floor, you're going to bring your knees in and roll from one side to the other. So just bring your knees to one side and the other. In the chair, both legs come here. You're going to twist. Both arms come around to the chair. So if you're on the floor, both legs lower, and you're going to twist looking over the opposite shoulder. Breathe in, bring the knees to the chest. Exhale, lower to the other side. Draw the abdomen in, bring the knees back up. Let's repeat that once more. Twist. Look over the opposite shoulder. You're going to feel this through your abdomen. In the chair, you just moved your legs and you're twisting. And come back to center. Good. And now if you're on the floor, bring yourself up to a seated position. Lift your chin up to the sky. Let's just do a little bit of forehead and neck. So the chin's going to be lifted. Exhale, chin to the chest. Empty your arms. So don't hold on to anything. Just let your arms be empty. Keep your teeth away from each other. Tilt your head in front of your right collarbone. And then imagine there's a weight on the end of your arm. So the hand can be empty in the lap, but just draw the elbow down toward the floor as you bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Soften your forehead. Check back with your face and make sure you're not holding any dis-ease in your face. Breathe in and bring your head to center. Exhale, tilt your head toward the other shoulder. Again, empty the elbow. Keep your teeth away from each other and your breath soft. Breathe in, bring your head to center, lift the chin, bring your head behind the left shoulder. Keeping both arms really heavy, gently roll the ear over top of the shoulder. And then bringing the chin down toward the collarbone. Keep the head as close as you can to your body. Move slow, like your breath. Bring your head toward the other collarbone. Gently bring your ear back over top of the shoulder on the other side. Let your head fall behind the shoulder. And now reverse the direction of that circle, keeping the eyes closed. We're just doing a little neck roll. The goal here is to go very slow. You're exploring and assessing where you're holding on to any dis-ease in your body. Remember, this area can get tense rather quickly, especially if you're on your computer a lot. Tend to bring the head forward when we're gazing at a computer. Once you've found those tight spots, just take a few extra breaths in any area that might be asking attention. And when you're done, bring your head back to center. With your eyes closed, take a moment to be aware of your breath. Gently open your eyes. We're going to do a little bit of tapping on the face to repeat some of the things we've done. I know that the spring is starting to bring all the pollen out, so these things are good if you have allergies. I'm going to come closer to the camera. I want you to bring your ring fingers up. I've repeated this in a couple of classes on purpose because the more you do things, the more the repetition will remind you if you're feeling like you're having trouble breathing or maybe you're having sinus issues, get a little head cold, this works really well. Again, if you have asthma or bronchial problems, practice these on a regular basis and you'll be amazed how much difference it makes. So the ring fingers are going to be coming out. You're going to place them on the tear duct, right above, right beside the eye on the nose. So find your tear duct and then find a hollow spot on the bridge of the nose and make your circles. Close your eyes. We're just circling the fingertips, giving gentle pressure. If it feels tender, that just means there's a little blockage. If you repeat this a few times, this will help it pass. Now you're going to slide your hands down to the outside edge of the nostrils and continue circling. Keep your teeth away from each other so you're not holding tension in the jawline. And then repeat in the other direction. Now slide your ring finger and middle finger toward your jaw. Find where that jaw joint is and rotate 8 times in both directions. Reverse. Now bring your hands to your eyes. And at the corner of the eyes, slide your fingers to your temples and make 8 circles. Reverse in the other direction. Once we go through these spots, feel free to return on your own to any of them that was asking for you to give a little extra attention. Go back to your ring finger. It's just because with the ring finger you don't press as hard on the face, right above the eye. So if you draw a line from the middle of your eye into your eyebrow, right on the hairline, make your circles, 8 in each direction. We're going to add one more for the forehead, which you can do with your fingertips, or you could use the knuckles. Just start at the beginning or the middle of your forehead and slide the hands apart from one another. So try it both ways, with the knuckles of your index finger, and maybe just the fingertips, so you're putting pretty good pressure on this, and you're just pulling the lines out. Now take your longest finger from under the ear, slide straight back to the hairline. So there's a little soft spot. Again, you're going to feel a little divot in the bone, right at the base of the skull. So we're going to do this on both sides. Slide the finger under the ear, straight back to where the hair and the skin meet one another, and make 8 circles. Feel free to close your eyes. This feels really nice. And once you've done 8 circles, reverse in the other direction. And now we're going to bring, you pick 2 fingers, and you're going to slide all the way back to where the spine and the skull meet. You're going to take your fingers and slide them up underneath the skull. So tilt the chin and bring the fingers up the spine, then lift your chin and let the weight of your head hang over the fingers. Here, you can just continue pressing straight up, putting pressure on that point, or you could make little circles. And again, reverse in the other direction. This is a nice treat to do for yourself. If you live with someone, it's nice to share this with someone else as well. Feels really good, and if you can get someone else to do this for you, that's even better, right? Now take your fingers and go from the top of the ear. Find the top of your ear, and if you press in on this spot, you'll feel a little soft spot. So you could give a little massage here. If you get headaches, again, these are just little pressure points. Reverse in the other direction. Take your fingertips. You just need one hand. I'm doing both just to continue that line up to the very crown of my head. And then if I tilt forward, press straight down. So the space is not too far back on the head. It's right in the middle, right above the ear. Push straight down. Some people rotate this point. I find I've been taught to just sustain it. So you just press down and hold. If it feels really funky, you're in the right spot. If you get headaches, this is a trigger point for headaches. So this is a good one to just hold. I was a long time sufferer of headaches. I rarely get them anymore. It can also be a sign of dehydration, so make sure you're drinking enough water if you're getting a lot of headaches right now. And please turn the news off every once in a while. Okay, now take your hand off and just shake your fingers. Take your fingertips and comb from the face to the back of the head. Now we're going to take our fingertips and we're going to do little tapping. Very gentle. You can be as rough as you want, but it's nice to be soft. So little tapping all the way around the head. Again, if you're feeling any area that's extra tender, just make sure you go behind the ears. So I'm doing around the jawline. Often people are holding tension in their jaw and they're not even aware of it. So tap under the ears, to the back of the head, up the back of the head, to the temples. Again, you're feeling that tenderness, just maybe you change to a little rub as a variation. Then go onto your face. Tapping on the face helps to bring oxygen up under the skin, and it gives you a more youthful appearance. So keep tapping. And when you're done, notice the difference in how your face and head feel. Take a breath. And we're going to go back to our breath. If there's another stretch that you want to do right now that we haven't gone over, that's great. I'm going to do a little back bend with you to open up the heart. Again, be very mindful where you are and what you're doing with your computer if you're on it a lot, because the tendency is to be like this. But no one said that our desk has to be low. So if you're on your computer a lot, I encourage you to put a shoebox or something under it, particularly if you're just watching something, if you're not typing. But you can elevate the hands and make it so that you're not leaning forward all the time. Okay, so if you're in a chair, hands are going to come behind you, reach for the back of that chair, squeeze in your shoulder blades, lift your chin and let your head fall back. If you're on the ground, I'm going to give you one more thing that will also help to open up the joints of your elbows, because we get a lot of stuck energy in that area. So Lift your chest. Again, look up toward the sky. If you're able to let your head fall all the way back, that's great. But the key is to keep lifting the heart up higher. If you want to join me in a little bit of camel, this would be another option for you. Squeeze in the shoulders, you're on the knees, tilt the tailbone under, lift up through your heart, look up toward the sky. Engage your glutes to protect your lower back, keep the abdomen engaged. Hands can come back toward the heels or just leave them on your lower back. It's whatever works for you. Keep lifting the heart up, whether you're in the chair. Give a little smile. And on your exhale, tilt the chin in. If you're on the floor, you can come down into child's pose. Or you can lay all the way back. In the chair, just fold all the way forward, bringing your head in toward your knee. Close your eyes wherever you are. Keep the eyes closed. Focus on the sound of your breath, emptying your shoulders. I'm simply sitting up so that you can hear me when I'm speaking instead of talking into the ground. I want you to go back into your child's pose or your forward fold and just listen to me as I describe to you what I want you to do with your breath. Keep the breath long and slow, even and soft. And as you breathe in, feel your body filling up with that breath. Imagine the breath moving through every cell and bone and joint and tissue in your body. And as you exhale, release your breath fully. Take 2 more long breaths to fill your whole body up. Imagine your body is filled like a big helium balloon in a parade. Put a smile on your face. That smile is to send a message into your body, thanking it for doing some movement. Exhale, release the breath completely. Feel your body sinking into the floor, or if you're folded into yourself, just let everything go limp. Once more, breathe in. Feel your body expanding. Visualize that breath moving through every cell and crevice, bone, and joint. Release on the exhale. Keep your eyes closed. If you're folded forward, fingertips are going to be on your knees if you're in a chair, on the side of the chair, or on the floor. If you're in child's pose, just press into your fingertips to bring your shoulders back over your hips. Let your hands find one another in front of your heart. Keep your your little finger and your thumb together and open the 3 middle fingers. This is the symbol for the lotus flower. So put the lotus flower at the heart and then smile down into your lotus flower as you're looking into your heart, sending compassion and kindness and joy. Close your eyes. With each breath, feel your body filling up fully and completely. Send that smile into your body. Release long and slow. And keep in mind that smile is something that sends a message into your cells. It doesn't cost anything. It's something you can share. Share it long. Share it wide. It's a way that we can spread compassion and kindness into the world, because other people may need it even more than you. So if you've been FaceTiming, or even if you're talking on the phone, put a smile on your face while you're talking, and it'll change the whole tone. I hope this time together was as pleasurable for you as it was for me. Closing the fingers, closing the heart, keeping that heart open to the world. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful day and a gorgeous weekend. Hope to see you next week. I'll be here on Monday at 10:30 for Qigong. Apologies for the time difference last Monday. Hope to see you then, or next Thursday at 1:30. Have a great week. Bye-bye.